Hey ladies, you being beautiful isn't the problem, it's the fact that you know it. It's the fact that you know you're pretty, you know you're beautiful, you know you're stunning, and that's what these people don't want you to know, because when you don't know, you're disempowered, and then they can try to take it for themselves, they can try to take a dump on you to keep you in a low state. So today I want to really get into how beautiful women can get what they want from their beauty and from their pretty privilege without apologizing for it. So pretty privilege isn't a debate anymore. Most people can recognize, when someone is attractive and they know that you're treated differently for it. So immediately people are going to respond to your beauty, and some will respond in positive ways and in really nice ways, while others who view your pretty privilege as an unfair advantage will hate you. And that's why you can be minding your business in a public setting and someone will gaze at you and you'll look at them and they will just be looking at you like you just ate a baby. You know what I mean? Like they will be looking at you like you committed the most atrocious crime, but the crime is you're beautiful and you know it. And you're probably walking in the essence of someone who knows they're beautiful and knows they're pretty privileged, and they can sense that and they hate that about you. And something I notice too is that these women who tend to have it out for you because you walk in your beauty proudly is they will be obsessed with trying to prove that they're beautiful to you, even though when you come around, you're not trying to prove anything. I have gone through this so many times in public settings and places that I frequent where I see people often, even though, we may not be friends, I run into them often. And you start to notice a pattern with these people where because they notice and acknowledge your beauty and your pretty privileges, they have to go out of their way to try to prove something to you. Like, you could be minding your business. You don't feel like you have to prove anything to anyone. You just entered that room. You entered that space. You sat down or you found yourself in a corner somewhere. And here comes the girl who's been observing you and monitoring you and watching you, who is trying to seem so unbothered and unfazed by your presence in your space, making herself known, flipping her hair, taking out her phone to take selfies in your space in front of you. Like, these are the weirdo behaviors of women who want to prove to you that they're beautiful because they perceive you to be stunning. I've never felt the need to do any type of peacocking or performing in front of other women, but I noticed that a lot of envious women who maybe don't have the same levels of beauty as me or pretty privilege, they'll do this. And it's really unsettling because society and the world will make you believe that us, the girls who are pretty privileged and who do have beauty, are treating other people like this. And this is where I have a serious problem, because we are not typically the ones bullying other girls. Are there instances where other pretty women do this to other women? Yes, I'm not saying that that's not a thing, but we need to also talk about the other side of the coin, which happens just as much, if not more, which is you could be minding your business as a gorgeous girl, and here comes someone who's threatened by your beauty or who wants to be seen or who wants to compete with your beauty and pretty privilege and is trying to, peacock in front of you and make a scene to make you feel how they feel about you. It's really sick. It's reverse psychology, and I never understood this because I'm secure in my beauty. I'm secure in how I look. I'm secure in my body. I'm secure in my face. I'm secure in my skin and in my hair. I never felt the need to do the most when I get around other women who look good too. I feel like your beauty should just speak for itself. So why do we have to do all of this extra stuff? And here's why they're really mad. They know that your beauty is going to get you in rooms that they most likely won't be able to enter. Or if they get into those rooms, they won't go as far because they lack something. And don't let you have a great personality and a great inside. I always say this in every single video of mine because people are quick to say, oh, well, beauty isn't everything, looks aren't everything. Duh, we know, Captain Obvious. It helps. It's probably one of the first things people notice about you, but what gets you even further is what's on the inside. So obviously we know that, okay? And a lot of us do have bomb personalities. We have amazing auras and energy, and people love us on top of us already being attractive. Here's the unfair advantage with pretty privilege and why they're really mad, okay? First impressions. Your beauty already makes an impression for you. So people will tend to be warm towards you, will tend to give you preferential treatment. They will tend to give you things and open doors and just be more receptive to you because of how you look. So your beauty and how you show up creates a good positive first impression for you without you having to utter a word, okay? Your pretty privilege can also help with starting conversations. People are going to be more susceptible and more open to you because of how you look, and they'll want to have conversations with you. They'll want to chat with you. They'll want to get to know you, okay? Same thing with networking. You can be in a room with lots and lots of people, but if you're dressed to the nines, your face is beat, you're stunning, and you look good, people are going to flock to you. They're going to want to know who you are, where you work, what you do, etc. And then, of course, with dating, obviously, you have to be careful with this, though, because you don't want just any guy or any man approaching you. But as we all know, men love pretty faces and nice bodies. They are visual creatures. So if you look good and you appear to be beautiful and have pretty privileges, you're going to have a better chance at finding a man on your level and a man that you like because you look good, period. So these are the unfair advantages that they don't necessarily like about you, and they will make you feel bad for how accessible certain things are to you, how quickly people flock to you. Something I noticed too with women who are really beautiful and have pretty privilege, men and women will try to add bodies to you. When I say bodies, I mean they will try to make you seem like you are a HOE. If they can't measure up to you, if they feel intimidated and threatened by you, they will always resort to the lie that you sleep around, that you dealt with a lot of men, because that's how they think women who look like you behave all the time. They think that because men are flocking to you, because you have 60 comments from men under your pictures, that means that you just open your likes to every single one of them. These people are delusional, and they have to create these lies and narratives in their mind to cope with feeling less than you. Okay, that's really the tea in the real spill. All right. Also, you can use your pretty privilege professionally, which they also don't like, because while a lot of other women have to bank on having master's degrees and PhDs, they have to go to school for all these things to feel adequate, you simply have to get maybe an associate's or bachelor's, and the rest of it is really just your charm, your wit, your beauty, and your aura that's gotten you into many rooms and has gotten you far. And some people feel like, well, that's not fair because I had to work this hard to get half of what she has, or I had to work this hard to get the same amount of what she has. Why does she get things so easily? It's not fair. It's not fair. Well, what I have to say to that is favor isn't fair, because just like they're pointing the finger at you and saying, hey, why come, how come, why come, how come, you could do the same thing to them. There's areas in their life that they're probably more privileged in, whether it's, their knowledge or their skills or their ability to be a mother or their ability to do X, Y, and Z. So everyone just needs to mind their business and use whatever favor and whatever privileges they have to their best ability. I don't know why they always want to clock the pretty girls who use their privilege to get ahead when they have their own skills, blessings, and gifts that they can use. But anyway, in professional settings, you're seen as more confident, right? You can ask for raises, you can negotiate salaries, you can speak during meetings and feel confident and feel good about yourself instead of feeling like you have to shrink. You use your pretty privilege in professional settings in a way that benefits you strategically. So you may feel like, you know what, my boss isn't the person who I want to talk to about something. I'm going to go to my skip level, or I'm going to go to the CEO. Because you have this energy and this beauty about you, you may be more receptive to the CEO than someone who is more timid, more shy, and more average. And yes, that sounds horrible to say to some people, but to people who get it, they get it. It is an unfair advantage, but it is an advantage that we were blessed with nonetheless for whatever reason. And you need to use it to your benefit. And this is why I want a lot of my beautiful women and exoticals out there to use this, because we already have a disadvantage in this country, at least when it comes to being Black women. Okay, let's just get real. We were born into quote unquote disadvantage because of our skin. I don't see it as a disadvantage. I see Blackness as the most beautiful thing in the world. I think we are God's favorite, in my opinion. But in American society and in a lot of different places, they look down on our skin tone. They look down on who we are. So I am always going to advocate for us using what we have using what we were blessed with by God, because he knew the struggles we would have in this life. He knew the type of society we were going to come up in. Use those pretty privileges, use those advantages, those quote unquote unfair advantages, to become who we were designed to become our best and greatest versions. I don't believe in shrinking myself down or becoming a shell of myself because other people don't like that I'm using my privileges in different spaces. I'm sorry, babe. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm going to flex whatever it is that I have if it means that I'm going to have a great, amazing life. And I think there were moments in my life that I allowed people who were less pretty privileged than me make me feel bad about my beauty, try to get me to go into hiding, try to sabotage me, try to humiliate me. You know, people do not like when melanated women who are also exotic looking and who are beautiful have confidence and have privilege. So they're going to do everything in their power to stop you from believing that you are who you are. It's so important that you are okay with your privilege, that you can rest in it and be like, you know what, when I walk into this space and all the eyes are on me, I'm not going to get upset because I know why they're looking and I accept it. And then I also accept whatever benefits and privileges and advantages come with me being in this space and everyone's eyes on me. I'm not going to go into the space and say, oh, why is everyone looking at me? Stop looking at me. I hate when people stare at me. No, I'm going to embrace the gift. I'm going to embrace the favor and get what I came here to get, you know? And whoever feels a way about it, ladies, you need to tell them to kiss it where the sun don't shine, period. Because they have no place telling you how you should run your life or maneuver or go through things, when if they were in your shoes, they would probably be leaps and bounds from where you are right now. That's really why they're mad. They want your spot so they can do what you do and do it better. So ladies, drop down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this topic, on just, you know, knowing that you're pretty and knowing how to use it and not caring who hates you for it. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. I'll also be leaving my email in the description box so you can share your stories there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.